this all before, back in Karlsruhe. This will not faze him one bit. De Carolis coming in with this very tight Italian crew that he travels with. And he looks relaxed, he looks calm, he looks confident. He felt he did enough over 12 rounds the first time around. He got off to an absolutely unbelievable start, dumping Feigenbutz on the seat of his pants in the first round. And coming into the battle anthem from the film Gladiator, one that a lot of fighters choose, and he's taking his time, just wandering in, having a look around all four corners. Italo Mattioli, the trainer, they feel.
Ladies and gentlemen, box fans all over the world, it's time for the fighter in the blue corner. Ich rufe in den Ring aus Karlsruhe, Vincent Iron Jr. Feigenbutz.
So lots of pressure on Vincent Feigenbutz tonight. Some people thought he got lucky in the first fight. I was one of those people, but he is a very promising young fighter and still so very, very young to have had 22 professional fights. The belt just held behind him. The last meeting between these two was for that interim title, but I spoke to Carolis just about 25 minutes ago, and he said that the regular title was declared vacant on Wednesday, and that is what they are fighting for tonight. Feigenbutz just trying to suck.
Challenger, I don't forget my instruction, okay? Chuck the glove and good luck.
Feigenbutz, he's under pressure here, as I mentioned before. He needs to deliver. He's on home turf. But as the minutes have passed in there, I think he's just loosened up a bit. He's just calmed down a bit. He was breathing deeply. You could see him just assimilating to his surroundings. And De Carolis, his shoulders and his arms are an absolutely livid red, even crimson colour. The kind of colour you get if you rub in some really strong kind of liniment, deep heat almost. So maybe that's been the case just to get him totally and utterly loose, but it really is quite noticeable when you look at him. And De Carolis into centre ring. Of course, in the last fight had that unbelievable start, putting Feigenbutz down in the first round. And it looked like we could have been in for a very, very early finish. It's a little bit cagier in the opening stages this time around. Feigenbutz, one would imagine, could not possibly get off to a worse start this time around than he did last time. He started very poorly. He said he felt sluggish, he said he felt nervous. But I do feel that possibly he may have slightly underestimated his opponent, wading in with a big right hand there, Feigenbutz. That will not be the case tonight, not a chance. Nice jab there from De Carolis, who's thrown more in this first round so far. Feigenbutz just moving to his left-hand side, and that all got a little bit untidy. Gustavo Padilla, the man in the middle. Midway through the first round, the opening round, it's a tight one so far. Nice jab there from De Carolis. Follows up with a couple to the body and then another crisp jab. Just varying the point of attack, going downstairs and back up towards the head. Right hand taken on the forearm there by Feigenbutz. Just inching forward with that front foot. Always trying to put his opponents under pressure with that front foot. De Carolis getting some purchase on the body shot. Feigenbutz is one of these young men who has this kind of warlike look about him, that warrior kind of appearance. He's not somebody who's overly bothered about aesthetics. It's the final 30 seconds of the round, and this is the Carolis' round so far. He's just done the more work of the two. And the jab is working well for him. Looks for the overhand right, then cuffs Feigenbutz with a left hand. Follows up. Kept that guard intact there, though, Feigenbutz. And the German now just trying to use a little bit more upper body movement as we head into the final 10 seconds of the opening round. And that's a good finish to the round from the Carolis. Some heavy shots there landing on Feigenbutz as they touch gloves at the end of the round. Well, that Peter Brenner in Feigenbutz's corner. Vitale Mattioli and Giovanni De Carolis's. Now into the second round. And these two would have gone almost straight back into camp. October the 17th. It's not even 3 months ago. They'd have had very, very little time to rest. Training over Christmas. The sacrifice in itself. Nice right hand there from De Carolis. As Feigenbutz launched an attack of his own. He sprang on his man. Crowd trying to get behind their man here. Maybe he is a little bit tight. Maybe he is feeling those nerves again. De Carolis is being allowed to jab. He's just being allowed to set the tempo here, being allowed to throw when he wants to throw. Feigenbutz comes forward, but just gets in a little bit too close. Comes in with the left hand, follows it in with the right. And De Carolis has established a better distance than Feigenbutz so far. Feigenbutz with a sweeping long left hand, really. Wasn't quite a jab. Hasn't really popped out that left hand. Hasn't really made it work for him just yet. Carolis has got his having an effect, and he just wandered forward there, really, Feigenbutz. He was a little bit clumsy. He was off balance. Just a little bit anxious, I think. Carolis looks calm. He looks like he has a game plan that he believes in. Feigenbutz tried to jab, right hand down the middle there from De Carolis, mainly taken on the gloves by Feigenbutz. De Carolis again tries to spear the left hand through. It's like reddening up with the features of Feigenbutz already. And this is another good round for De Carolis. Needs to keep working that jab. Carolis let go with the overhand right. Follows it up with a jab. He just seems to be fighting on tension a bit in there, Feigenbutz, at the minute. He's just not throwing. He's not getting his punches off. Good example there. He had the right hand ready to go, but he didn't throw it. Round three, De Carolis again just gets that left hand moving out. There's enough on that jab just to keep Feigenbutz honest. Doubling up on the jab, De Carolis. Feigenbutz throws on back of his own, but it's De Carolis really who's dictating terms so far. De Carolis misses with the right hand as Feigenbutz looks to try and move in, but he's moving forwards and backwards really in straight lines at the minute. Feigenbutz has not really much upper body movement. Nice left hand there from De Carolis, just tagged his man. Again, tries to get the head moving there, Feigenbutz, but there's just not enough of it. Takes a step away to his right hand side there as he just went back on those tram lines again in towards the neutral corner. And the jab is proving to be a very useful weapon for De Carolis. And it's been a measured approach so far from the Italian as well. He's not wasting anything, as I said. He's not putting everything into these early rounds. but he's won the first two. I've got no doubt about that. Another good jab there from Carolis. Nice uppercut as well. Didn't catch him absolutely clean, but it was a good-looking punch. Better there from Feigenbutz, who just stepped forward behind that left hand. Straight left hand. Carolis, though, not discouraged, gets straight back behind that jab. This is better from Feigenbutz in the third round, but he's still not doing enough. Carolis just pushes his man onto the ropes, looks to try and put that shoulder in, complaining that he was hit around the back of the head there. Feigenbutz closes in with a right hand, then a left hand, and is looking to try and get to work on the inside here maybe, but Carolis manages to find a way out. The crowd liked that, but it wasn't all that effective. Feigenbutz launching the backhand from distance, and this is a better round for the home fighter, but I still feel that it's the Italian who's done the better work. Better looking jab there from Feigenbutz. Interesting start to the round there, as both almost landed simultaneously. If he's coming forward though, Feigenbutz, he's got to start moving that head. Try and bob and weave his way in, because at the minute he's just walking straight forward onto that jab. Looking to get the right hand away. There's Feigenbutz there. As the crowd try and come to his aid. Carolis has got practically no supporters in here at all, just the friends of family, handful of friends and family he's brought from Italy, hails from Rome. He's trying to time that right hand now, Feigenbutz, when Carolis throws the jab, throws the right hand. And Tardy looking kind of roundhouse right there from Carolis. It's a more even round so far. Nothing of any great note has been landed. Uppercut. Sails past the nose there of Feigenbutz. Launches a nice right hand to the body and then just stepped off. Well, he could maybe have just stayed on to Carolis there. So be careful with the shoulder there. Carolis just shouldering Feigenbutz away in the same manner that the fighter in the gym would just shoulder off that heavy bag. Carolis again. Everything's coming off the jab. Well, that was a good right hand there from Feigenbutz. That staggered Carolis. And Feigenbutz trying to get to work now. This is the first real encouragement he's had. And these two just stand and engage. And Carolis has turned his round and has come back with a good couple of punches himself there. Carolis was pushed into the ropes. Went halfway through the ropes. Feigenbutz continued. I don't really blame him, because what else is he supposed to do? The referee got involved. He shouldn't hit a man when his back is turned, but then by that rationale, he shouldn't have his back turned. It was nobody's fault, particularly that scenario. Things really heating up now. Feigenbutz looked like he was having the better of that exchange, and then Carolis came right back into it. Just a handful of seconds left in this round, and this is a tough one, a tight one. Carolis, though, is finishing it nicely. And this is more the kind of fight the Feigenbutz will want. As the bell goes from that round. It was a step in the right direction. And this fight really warming up. It didn't get off to the flyer, the dramatic start that the first one did, but it's been good action already all through these 4 rounds. Carolis has got Feigenbutz back in towards the corner. Carolis looking to throw the right hand. And there's some discussion between the inspectors here, sitting in front of me, that there are too many people in De Carolis' corner. You can only have 4 nominated seconds, and I can see at least 5 of them in there at the moment. Just a little subplot to the fight for you that you can't see on your screens. Carolis looking to try and establish that jab again. Feigenbutz needs to get inside it. Maybe it's lost a bit of snap, but as Feigenbutz looks to move on to the inside, De Carolis moves him back towards the red corner, but Feigenbutz manages to turn him and lets go with the right hand himself, but De Carolis is staggered, and this is unbelievable action from these two. In the 5th round, they're just going for it, trading leather. Fantastic stuff. Feigenbutz sucks in a big, deep breath, and I don't blame him. This fight is on a knife edge. As soon as one of them gets the upper hand and looks staggered, then the other one just answers back. And that's exactly what happened there. And Feigenbutz, for me, has emerged from that exchange slightly the better of the two. De Carolis still looks not shaky exactly, but he gets back on that jab. Right hand from Feigenbutz, again another right hand from De Carolis, and there's some blood coming from somewhere from De Carolis. A cut up in the hairline maybe, and maybe a little laceration inside the mouth too, I think, because there seems to be a smidgen of blood inside the lips there of the Italian. That's a nice left hand from Feigenbutz. He set himself, held his feet and just let it go. Right hand seemed a bit low from Feigenbutz to me, and again the referee will have a word about that. But De Carolis tags Feigenbutz as they just break without the instruction from the referee. Last 30 seconds of the round, and this is a sapping, draining round for both of these two. It really is. Feigenbutz trying to go to the body. De Carolis looking to try and get the jab through, caught mostly on the forearms. Good uppercut there from Feigenbutz. Left hand looked a bit low there too. He's got to be careful. It would be disastrous for him if he had a point taken away. Last few seconds of the round. Bell goes, Feigenbutz. Simple scenario, but only the very best can do it well, and that work in the corner there for me left a lot to be desired. And I'm surprised the referee hasn't had a bit of a word actually about the amount of Vaseline smeared on that cut. It doesn't look to be a particularly bad cut. Well, the Vaseline's disappeared already, so no need for him to get involved there. Any blood that comes from that, you'd imagine, will run clear of the eye. Nice solid jab there from Feigenbutz, who has grown in confidence. He will want the kind of close quarters firefight that we saw in the last round more than De Carolis, but you wouldn't say with any certainty that were it to develop into that, but it would definitely go the German fighter's way, because De Carolis has caught him on a number of occasions as well. The blood starting to come from that wound, but it does look to be clear in the eye. Good right hand there from De Carolis. Doubles up on the jab. Not quite as much on it now as there was at the start of the fight. Reaches in with the jab, brought that back slowly. Feigenbutz, you feel in this round, just biding his time really before he springs onto the assault. Good jab from De Carolis. Bombs in the right hand. Nice slip there from Feigenbutz. He's moving better now, the German. It's taken a good while for him to get loose. And he's still, I would say, being caught too much, but he isn't the one who has really been staggered at any point. But a couple of times that that's happened, it's been De Carolis. But De Carolis in this round is still the busier. Feigenbutz hasn't done that much in this round. Well, the Cutsman in the corner just getting a swab with the adrenaline solution on it, getting those Q-tips out, because they need to get to work on that cut, and they need to do more than they did between rounds last time. Into the final minute of the round, and Carolis is just jabbing his way to a win in this round at the minute, but that's a nice right hand from Feigenbutz, who lets go with another one but doesn't make contact. And a left hand this time, but he's leaving himself slightly open. It's Carolis through back with a hook of his own. But the jab is still working for the Italian. Short right hand from Carolis this time. Feigenbutz looks like he could launch a savage attack at any second, like he's just waiting for that opportunity, that opening, but Carolis in this round hasn't given him one. 10 seconds. And that's absolutely crucial. Reading Calasalman's criticisms of Paddy Fitzpatrick on my way over here today, saying that he couldn't believe that he had Groves believing that he was winning the fight when it was as close as it was. And really, it was poor corner work that cost him that WBC title, or may have cost him that WBC title. That was a good right hand from Feigenbutz at the start of the round. You have to encourage your man, but you have to tell him the truth as well. A little bit clumsy there from Feigenbutz as he tried to get that right hand going, just stumbled in behind it a touch. And again, the jab just keeps coming out from Carolis. Feigenbutz just with those single jabs, not doubling up on it. Again, trying to inject a bit of upper body movement. Right hand crashes through the guard from Carolis, and one round the side as well. And Feigenbutz turns away to his right hand side, looked to hold on there for a second, but that was a good volley of work. A good body of work there from Carolis as Feigenbutz tries to pull him back towards the ropes, but catches the left hand for his troubles. Right hand just clips the forehead of Feigenbutz from Carolis. Halfway through the 7th. Feigenbutz was caught in the end of that attack with a right hand uppercut from Carolis. Nice right hand to the body there from Carolis, and good evasive work as well. There's applause there, there's cheers, but that didn't land. I was square onto it, it didn't land. Carolis just pulled back, just laid back. Nice punishing right hand gets through there as well from Carolis. Feigenbutz puts a hell of a lot behind that right, but it doesn't make contact, and nor does that one. He's loading up on that right hand now. Carolis again with good accurate work. That was a good left hand. And then just turns and throws another right. Oh, Feigenbutz clipped him with a kind of 45-degree right hand there, and maybe it's just staggered Carolis slightly towards the end of this round, undoing the good work maybe that the Italian has done up to that point. But it's just a flashpoint, to be honest. It's just a burst of punches. I know he's the home man. I know that the crowd can influence the judges at times, but that's not enough. Not enough for me to take this round back from Carolis. So is the follow-up. That was a good left hand too. Into the 8th round, and this fight has not disappointed. It was a really good one back in Karlsruhe in mid-October, and it's been a good one again tonight. But for me, it's following the same script. I've got Carolis ahead, and pretty comfortably too. He's got to keep moving, though. The tempo's got to stay high for the Carolis. He's got to keep that upper body moving, that head moving, because if it starts to slow down, then Feigenbutz will start to find him. And Feigenbutz, for me, needs a big round. He's taken encouragement from those last 2 or 3. You can see it on his face, but I'm just not sure that he did enough to win them. Feigenbutz just coming square as he almost walks forward there. And the Carolis has still got his wits about him. His boxing technique is staying with him. And that is negating those types of clumsy assaults, really. And this is where Feigenbutz does not want to be. He's been caught on the ropes a couple of times. He took a solid-looking right hand to the jaw there. Good jab from the Carolis, heading into the final minute of the 8th round. And the Italian still just using that jab. Feigenbutz trying to double up to the body with the left hand as the Carolis just bent over. Heads on each other's shoulders. Feigenbutz just distracts himself from the ropes. Stiff left hand from the Carolis. Nice uppercut on the inside as well. Feigenbutz answers back with a right, then walks onto a left. And Mr. Carolis again, who is just pushing Feigenbutz back here. And that was a big right hand from the Carolis again. Sharp jab that from Feigenbutz. As we head into the final 10 seconds. The bell goes and Feigenbutz. The judges are seeing this. 4 to go. Backhand again from the Carolis has been a good weapon. Fell just short that time. Nice jab there from Feigenbutz, was a little bit too close as he threw the second. That right hand, that kind of right hook, sweeping right hand has been a good shot for the Carolis. The tempo's just dropped a bit in this round. As I say that, the Carolis picks it up. Feigenbutz threw 2 to the body, then just stayed there a little bit too long. The right hand came back from the Carolis, who just continues to jab. He's never not doing anything, the Italian, and that is in his favour. He's always throwing something. That jab just keeps coming out. There's nothing particularly on it at times, but it just keeps coming out. Good right hand there from the Carolis as he chases Feigenbutz across the ring. I don't think it had a full impact as the German was just backing away from it. Carolis trying to launch into the uppercut. And Carolis just having a word there with the referee about being caught around the back of the head. The fighters touch gloves. It's the final minute of the 9th. Good left hand there from Giovanni De Carolis, but he's caught by Feigenbutz as the referee was just pulling his glove away. I hate to see referees do that. Do not pull at fighters whilst the action is going on. Either break or don't break. Clubbing right hand from Carolis again. Nice jab from Feigenbutz. This is attritional, gritty, hard-wearing stuff for the minute. Well, there's the tune, wrapping out the tune on the ringside canvas. 10 seconds to go, less than that now. And this has been a scrappy round. And that would be the last thing we would want, to have this halted due to some kind of facial damage sustained by either of these two. Stiff jab from Feigenbutz, just didn't really bring it back though, tries to step in behind the right hand. And it's held together well for Carolis so far. He's still looking tight, he's still looking compact, well schooled. He came apart a little bit towards the closing stages in the first fight, but that's not happening tonight. That's a slip. That is most certainly a slip. And the referee, Gustavo Padilla, signals as much immediately. The crowd again trying to raise their man, trying to urge him on. Right hand from Carolis taken on the glove by Feigenbutz. Again, a nice left hand, double jab there from Carolis. That's a good right hand though from Feigenbutz, and he could be in business here. Carolis is throwing back, but he doesn't look all that steady to me. And he's got a bit of a problem here, Carolis, I think. He's got 1:20 left. He needs to try and hold this together. Not do anything too reckless, because that was a good shot from Feigenbutz. It had an impact. There's a little bit of swelling on the corner of the right eye now of Carolis, who's beginning to look a little bit weary. A couple of punches back from Carolis there. Nice left hand, just knocks Feigenbutz back, and Feigenbutz, though, with a smile, just used the ropes there. But again, fatigue is playing a part for the German here as well. Nice uppercut there from Carolis, who seems to have got his legs back underneath him pretty solidly. But this is bruising stuff, it really is. Energy sapping, really tough professional boxing. Feigenbutz looking to try and work to the body, and both just trading on the ropes. And the referee has just let most things go here, Gustavo Padilla. I like what he's done. He hasn't got into break too often. He's just let them get on with it. Into the final 10 seconds of the round. That's a good finish from Carolis. Go. Carolis wearing the scars of battle a bit more than Feigenbutz, who has to be pushed back towards his corner by the referee. Carolis has started the round really quickly here, putting some good punches together. Oh, and he's wobbled Feigenbutz, and Feigenbutz is going to get stopped here. The referee's going to jump in, surely. Feigenbutz is taking an absolute hiding here, and there's nothing coming back. And the referee has jumped in, and surely he's waved it off. He must have waved it off, and he has. And Giovanni Carolis is the WBA World Super Middleweight Champion, and the corner all just pile into the ring. Look at those scenes. They thought their man did it last time around, and he has done it tonight. What a finish that was as well. Tonight, and for me, has been beaten by the better man. He will come again. He's very, very young. And Carolis celebrating The frustration he felt, the tears that were shed after the fight in Karlsruhe in October are forgotten now. Because that is a big win. To come away from home and win anywhere is difficult. Always hard for away fighters. Doesn't matter where you go. Same story, whichever country you visit.
The referee stopped the fight und es ist ein technischer K.O. TKO in der 11. Runde. Nach 32 Sekunden wird dadurch neuer WBA-Weltmeister im Supermittelgewicht Giovanni